Section 1 Principle in Plain English. Why small beats big? Imagine sorting a jar of marbles by color and discovering that just a handful creates most of the visual pop. That, in essence, is the 80-20 rule, officially called the Pareto principle. It states that roughly 20% of inputs generate about 80% of outputs. Economist Vilfredo Pareto noticed it when 20% of Italy's landowners held 80% of the wealth. Today you'll spot it everywhere. A few customers provide most revenue, a few exercises build most muscle, and a few habits drive most happiness. The pattern isn't magical math, it's unequal cause and effect. Systems naturally skew, rewarding the vital few and sidelining the trivial many. Your first win comes from accepting this imbalance rather than fighting it. Once you stop trying to make every task equally important, you open space to ask the transformative question: which minority of efforts delivers the majority of my results? Answer that and you'll leapfrog months of scattershot hustle. In other words, the 80-20 lens turns a cluttered to-do list into a sniper's scope aimed at genuine impact. Section 2 Spotting Your Vital Few. A simple 3-step audit. Step 1. List every recurring task, commitment, or expense. Think emails answered, workouts logged, dollars spent, meetings attended. Step 2. Score the payoff. For each item, rate its contribution to your key metric, revenue, progress, or joy on a scale of 1-10. Honesty is crucial. A glamorous project that rarely ships is a low scorer. Step 3. Sort and slash. Circle the top 20% of items with scores of 8-10. These are your leverage points. Everything else. Automate, delegate, or schedule for low-energy hours. Many people resist this purge because the low-impact tasks feel comfortable or socially necessary. Fight that reflex. The audit's power lies in its brutality. Expect immediate relief. Your calendar thins, decision fatigue drops, and your newfound focus mirrors shining a magnifying glass on sunlight. The beam grows hot enough to ignite. Revisit the audit monthly. Life changes, and so do leverage points. In 60 minutes, you'll possess a living map that steers you away from busy work and toward compound gains. Section 3 Time and Tasks. Win your workday with 80/20. Picture your day as a funnel. At the wide mouth, pour in every request, Slack pings, chores, brilliant ideas. Only 20% will matter tonight when you ask, did I move the needle? Your mission is to identify those pivotal tasks by 9 a.m., then guard them like a bouncer at a VIP door. Start by blocking 2 deep work sprints when your energy peaks, often early morning. During those slots, silence notifications, shut browser tabs, and tackle the single action that will produce 80% of today's desired outcome: closing one sales call, outlining the keynote, or debugging the core feature. Everything else goes into batch buckets handled later in preset windows. The result is paradoxical abundance. Fewer tasks completed, but far more traction gained. End the day with a 10-minute review. Did my chosen 20% deliver? If yes, celebrate. If no, refine tomorrow's pick. Over weeks, this micro-ritual rewires your brain to equate productivity with impact, not volume. Your first big win delivered daily. Section 4 Money and Metrics. Multiply income, cut waste in business and personal finance. 80-20 is rocket fuel. Analyze sales and you'll likely find that 2 out of 10 products, clients, or ads generate most profit. The logical play: pour resources into those cash cows, trim or transform the rest. For freelancers, double down on the niche that commands premium rates. For e-commerce owners, promote the top-selling SKU, negotiate bulk discounts, and upsell complementary items. On the expense side, a handful of costs often eat the lion's share of your budget: subscriptions you barely use, habitual takeout, just-in-case tools. Cut or renegotiate them and your savings rate spikes. Track these numbers in a simple spreadsheet. Column A lists revenue sources, column B shows earnings, column C computes percentage of total. Highlight the top quintile and decide strategic actions: scale, systemize, or spotlight. The same drill on costs reveals quick wins: cancel, downgrade, or consolidate. Within 1 quarter, you'll witness a tangible shift: profits up, stress down, proving that financial freedom isn't about endless hustle but focused leverage. Section 5, Make it a habit. The daily 80-20 playbook habits cement the principle. Each evening, draft tomorrow's 135 list. 1 mission-critical task, the 20%, 3 important supports, 5 minor to-dos. Place the mission-critical item at the top of your schedule and complete it before checking messages. Weekly, conduct a 30-minute Friday focus review, scan wins, bottlenecks, and emerging leverage points. Monthly, revisit your 3-step audit and reset priorities. Sprinkle environmental cues, sticky notes reading, is this the 20%? Around your workspace to interrupt autopilot drift. Share the philosophy with teammates or family so they understand your boundary setting. Collective buy-in eliminates guilt when you decline low-value invitations. Finally, celebrate each win. Record the time saved, dollars earned, or stress avoided in a tracker. Seeing compounding benefits keeps motivation high and deepens commitment. Within 90 days, the 80-20 lens becomes second nature, turning everyday decisions into an engine of exponential results. That's the ultimate first win, a mindset that perpetually hunts leverage, ensuring you never relapse into busy for busy's sake. Ask ChatGPT,